And now let's make this shoehorn shape that this lower leg portion slides, rocks back and forth on. Okay, you can see kind of how that works. So that I'll do from this right side view again. And go to tube. Good idea to play with all the different primitive types, because you never know what might be almost ready and done for you. A lot easier to use a tube than it is a cylinder in this case. And let's change our view. It needs to be thicker. Go to modify, 18 segments. I think 18 segments will work pretty good. And make it, whoops, a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. And looks pretty good. Let's stop it there, right click, convert to editable poly, right click and hide unselected, polygons, delete all the ones you don't need, fix the ones that are left by making them straight using the scale tool. You get these two and scale them. And then bring them down. And you've got some to get rid of on the bottom, I think. No, they're open. Actually, we need to close those up, don't we? Because they're just open. So here's how you close them. Stay in polygon mode. Find your create button. Walk around create, clicking with your left mouse button on each vertex, and then go back to the one you started with. So click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That's done. And you need a place to attach the first one. In fact, I don't really like the angle on that thing. So right side view. Let's fix that before we continue. These I just don't look very good to me. And right click, unhide all. Let's move this thing by getting out of sub-object mode, using the move tool, and let's say maybe put it right about here. Might be good. You can always adjust that later. And we'll get into vertex sub-object mode and just move these vertices up. And this thing needs to move now as a unit. So get out of sub-object mode, move it until it's lined up as good as you can eye it in. Maybe take a little more time once again than I'm taking. And now we can get into this other model, this foot model we started with, and do an attach and grab that thing we just built. And so now it's attached. We'll turn off attach because we're done with it. Now we can go to vertex sub-object mode, and I'll show you a couple ways of attaching vertices. The first one, nice for precision situations, is target weld. Pick on a vertex, press and drag with the left mouse button, and drop it on a target. But you've got to have all faces that are in the way gone. Now, have I done that? I don't think I have. So let's get rid of that one. And it looks like I forgot to get rid of a face over here too. So if there's any faces in the way, you can't target weld. Once again, vertex sub-object mode, target weld, press, drag, release. Very nice tool. Very satisfying to do that for some reason. And you can knit together a model pretty well that way, but there's another way to do it. Instead of just press, drag, release, let me do one more so you can see that again, because it's just a great thing to be able to do. So easy. Press, drag, release. See, that's welded. Now, from the right side view, Want to do it another way. If you've got a lot of these to weld and precision is not quite as important, you can select all the vertices that might potentially need to be welded and go to just the weld tool, but it's on the right side, it's the settings button, and change your weld threshold until the number of vertices changes significantly based on how many you know you have left. So let me just bump it way up. Weld threshold, I'm going to get crazy with it. See what happens? Okay, you don't want to go too high. It started with 143 before and after, but now it's 138, and I think that's all we needed. So I get to where it's 138, and I just stop right there and hit OK. So now everything should be welded. Now we have a watertight foot model, and that's how the whole thing should be. Watertight models from head to toe. Only those things, since this is a robot, only those things that would normally deserve a bone should be modeled. Now, did we skip something? Yeah, we forgot about these. These could be separate models with bones so that they can be animated, or you can build them into this model later. And I might do that later.